play this game. I've had such a long week. The week has been long and full of working type stuff. I do like these. Anywho, where were we?
Half Arch, capital and largest city of the Crown Islands.
Yes.
Home to fishers, traders, smugglers, artisans,
So I'm going to skip some of the dialogue because I've seen it before. I want to get into the game more.
Come with me. Insists Solomon Sanko. The governor is determined to make good on his promise. Later that day, after a feast in his estate...
There's a thing outside his estate. We come to the town now. Look at this. Oh. It just doesn't get old, really.
All hail the heroes of Half Arch! Thomas Turlinger, brilliant apothecary dedicated to helping others. This is Hammer, warrior of true conviction and strength. Nuna the Wise, who protects us with mysterious powers. Unfortunately, our heroes can't stay for long, so let's drink in their honor. Without further ado, let us begin the heroes.
Okay, so...
I hope you had a pleasant evening. The heroes of Half Arch are always welcome in this.
Okay, so done with that. Let's deal with this.
Ah, it's the heroes. Leaving already. That's a shame. May we meet again in equally joyful circumstances, Captain Starling says before excusing himself. After a round of farewells, the scoundrels slip away. Though they've lost one of their number, they've gained a second chance. They agree.
Okay.
Time for your award. Choose a new ability and it's yours.
I took that last time, so... attack range, attack range. I think I'm going to take... Okay, I want to take
Choosing a deceptively humble pouch of precious gems, Nuna slips the treasure inside her sleeve before leaving, hopefully to a
so
remote,
much scope for the future of this game,
island.
like add-ons and all. Yeah, really do look forward to it. Okay, so what did I have from the last? I had that smoke one.
Thomas appraises the
Okay. Now, last time I took... was it Counter-Strike? I think it was Shattering Blow. This time... I'm going to take that. Doesn't want me to take that.
The hammer shoves a few bars, and with that, the treasure and...
Okay, 7 years later. Let's get this done. Sorry. It just looks amazing. Launches new flagship. Wise woman, Luna. Popular gunpowder band. Ooh. Table of Tales. 7 years later. Right, so I'm going to skip through this because there's a fight straight away. And I guess it stops it all being completely spoiled for you.
7 to... Over. Quickly, we may be watched. This is very bad. You must find out why the governor summoned you.
3. It's piss week. Okay.
The governor is barely conscious and gravely wounded. Your scoundrel tends to him as best they can. A city watch patrol. This is not good timing. More city watch. They must have heard something while on guard duty on the West Dock. And then there's the governor's mysterious 3 problems.
Okay.
Your scoundrel will have to be fast to chase down the assassin before they get away. Perhaps your scoundrel can talk the officers into heading back to their post before they spot the governor's body.
That's the one we want to do with him.
The gates can be barred, keeping the city watch out, but it's usually a 2-person job. In an impressive feat of strength, your scoundrel drops the bar into place. The city watch won't be getting in that way. Your scoundrel blurts out that the governor is just fine, which just makes the officers more suspicious. They push past and see his body. The governor's eyes open, then widen as he recognizes Nuna.
You... stay away from me. I know how you got your power and what it cost. I know about all your past.
Crawling away took the last of his strength. A quick search of the governor turns up a map of the islands with several locations marked. Each one horribly. No time to wonder what the governor's words or map mean. The city watch have seen the scoundrels with his dead body. You'll have to fight them off.
I think I could probably do that. Okay. Okay, so let's go blasting there. Smoke bomb there. Leaping strike. Okay. No. No. Okay. Yeah, I can do. Oh. Can I do that now? So I just had to shut the door. Oh, it's going to be pitong. So let's go It should destroy anyway. Yes, go on.
You fought off the watch, but it's only a matter of time before more come to investigate the commotion. You need to get out. At the east docks is the scoundrels don't recognize the ship at the west docks. The guard probably means whichever one you're going to take.
I'm going to go this way. This way I don't know, so...
The privateer militia, the Crown's navy of authorized pirates, has impounded what looks like a smuggling ship and captured one of its crew. It's called the Sawtooth. The scoundrels haven't heard of it. Hopefully no one else has either. The city watch officers noticed the scoundrels immediately. Hey, where are Terry and Neil? They must have done something to him.
Okay,
The chained smuggler is trying to get your attention. Maybe she can help you. Hey, you want this ship? So do I. Let me free and I'll sail it for you. She seems genuine, and you could pick that lock. Your scoundrel begins picking the padlock. It's tricky, but they're sure they can do it.
Am I meant to help?
The smuggler's chains drop to the ground. Thanks, friend. I'm Anguilla. But let's save the introductions for after I get my ship back, eh?
Of course, if you want a closer look, you can just do this. And they move as well. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Which will then reset us up. Okay. Actually, just makes me want to concentrate on it. Just makes me want to watch it unfold. Oh, well. All you're doing is again. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Yeah. The hell? Damn it.
Yes!
Good.
The sawtooth is free. Now, what do you want with my ship? The scoundrels explain they've been framed for a murder they didn't commit, and they need a ship to escape and catch the real killers. On the run, trying to prove your innocence. Never heard that one before and believed it. But, all right, you've got yourselves a first mate. Now, say the word and we'll set sail.
Doesn't emanate anything up there. That's weird. Yes, word. To you.
Finally, let's get my sawtooth underway. Now, let's be clear. When this is all over, I'll be wanting my ship back. Once clear of the docks, the scoundrels examine the map they found on the Governor. The marked locations are places from each scoundrel's past, a past they had hoped to leave behind.
Okay.
Let me see that. Anguilla snatches the map. I knew it. This is an old sailor's code on the back. I can figure out what it says, given a day or two.
This is pretty cool.
As you sail the Crown Islands, your choices won't just affect you. The consequences of your actions will be reported in the Crown Herald. The scoundrels have been set up, and killing those guards won't have helped their case. You're gonna have to find out who framed you to clear your name. Who was the masked assassin? And who knew the scoundrel's secrets and told the Governor? Your scoundrels will need all the help they can get. Go on, pick an upgrade. While the code is deciphered, you have another clue to investigate. The Governor's map. Revisiting those places will be hard for the scoundrels, but it's your only lead. Thomas hasn't returned home in years. His manservant Wandsworth may know something.
That's it. Done. Oh.
As night falls and the ship nears the Emerald, the crew fire a barrage of questions at Thomas. He holds up his hands for silence. He'll address each of them in his own time. My old crewmate Rosa used to sail with Captain Harrow round here. Rosa Devil Hand, we called her, 'cause her right hand was all weird. Story was that she got bitten off by a giant bug on the Emerald, and then someone helped her grow it back. Thomas asks about how Rosa's hand is now. Dead, like the rest of her, I hope.
Doesn't sound very good, does it? Here, do that.
The hammer wants to know if Thomas made any weapons here on the Emerald. He deflects by saying that there's nothing in this inventory that she would want. She gives him a cold look that says she knows how to break weapons she wouldn't use.
Okay.
Nuna senses something in these waters, something powerful. Thomas asks if it's magical and she's not sure, but then no one's sure if alchemy is magical either. The two briefly debate whether his concoctions are part of the natural order, but when he asks how natural her powers are, she ends the conversation abruptly. As the Emerald draws near, Thomas waves aside any further questions. He has more preparations to make before revisiting his one-time home.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Got that.
Thomas guides the ship into a water channel he knows well, despite the years since his last visit. Even in the darkness, the scoundrels can tell he's unsettled. Emerald Post, an out-of-place grand mansion built to resemble Thomas's family home.
Wow.
He is concerned the torches outside are dark. Before he can explain why that's a problem, a huge flaming insect flies into the clearing. As it flies towards the mansion, Thomas cries out. There are unstable chemicals in his lab. A normal flame won't set them off, but the fireflies burn hot. He calls out for Wandsworth, his loyal and trusted manservant, but there's no reply. Thomas explains his alchemical torches keep the insects away when they're lit. Normally, Wandsworth makes sure they're always burning. If you're going to find out what's happened, the scoundrels must light the torches and stop the flaming fireflies from entering the mansion.
It's quite inventive. Okay. Good. That's a lot of damage. This one looks like that been done on me.
That flaming firefly coming in from the west, it's transfixed by the blaze and flying towards the mansion. If it gets in there, the mansion will explode.
So I need to... What the hell is going on? Yeah, that's probably why I have moved right next to where my camera is. So let's do this.
These alchemical torches require a complex procedure to light. Fortunately, there are instructions on the shell, assuming your scoundrel understands it. Your scoundrel has prepared the base chemicals. Now they need to prime the ignition mixture. They've done it! The torch's distinctive smell is already having a dramatic effect. Now to light the other 3.
Unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to leave it there.
Uh-oh. Buzzing in from the east is a flaming firefly with eyes only for the mansion. If you don't stop it, the mansion will explode in a blaze.
Let's see if I can just light this quickly.
Your scoundrel needs to follow the procedure to light the torch. Your scoundrel has begun the lighting procedure. Keep going to complete it. Yes, that's half the torches lit. These insects seem to have noticed what the scoundrels are up to, and they don't seem pleased.
Okay, so get you. Oh, right. Huh. I forgot I could do that. Oh no. There's that one.
Oh, another flaming firefly appears from the west heading for the mansion. You better stop it. Your scoundrel needs to follow the procedure to light the torch.
I've run out. I have run out. Goes. I can get to. Oh, Rob. Okay. I'm gonna have to go, unfortunately. I'll pick this up later on. We are being invaded, guys. Invaded.